should the Niners change the way they do business with contract extensions? We've talked about this a little bit, but basically their practice of waiting until the deadline to agree, waiting until right before training camp. Is that the best way to do business in 2022?
I mean, in years past, I guess I understood it, right? It seems like the 49ers wanted to say, well, we really want those guys that are team first, that are all about the 49ers. We want those guys that show up to camp because they have a year remaining on their contracts. And so they're going to honor that in good faith. And then we'll continue to negotiate with them in good faith. But the question I have to ask now that you're having to one up all of these deals, is it time to rethink that strategy? Is there really any purpose, any advantage in waiting until July to get these deals done? I have to ask, why? Like, what is your reasoning here? Why do the deals in camp? It pays to be the first one now, because each one of these wide receivers is attempting to outdo the last. And there are still some wide receivers remaining to get paid. So to me, it seems like you want to cut the line. At this point in time, Grant, I'm not seeing the upside to waiting.
It seems like the 49ers have a hard and fast rule. This is how we do business.
Right.
It's how we do business, and it works most of the time. But it seems like it's dependent on the market that offseason. Like right now, it probably isn't costing them with Bosa because there aren't a ton of edge rushers resetting the market weekly. But this wide receiver market is strange. As you put it, it's kind of like crypto. To just stick your head in the sand and pretend like it's not happening is not the best way to go about things. It's just costing you money. It's like being like, hey, it's a bubble. It's going to come back. It's not coming back down. It's not. It's not. And you're making things more expensive on yourself. And so, this process with Kyle Juszczyk, fine. No one's going to reset the fullback market. But the wide receiver market, this is crazy. You probably should just cut your losses and get in as quickly as you can and figure, hey, it's going to go up from here. We can always flip this. It's like the housing market, I think, at this point.
It is.
Yeah.
And it seems as if the 49ers outsmart themselves in this regard. Oh, no, we have the appropriate value assigned to this. We know that the cap is going to skyrocket.
Says it's going to go for 1.2. Why would we give up $2 million? Because there's the actual market.
There is. It goes back to this idea of inflexibility. They put a price tag on this. They believed that they were going to get it done at a specific point in time. And then the market went haywire and they were like, no, we'll just stick with our plan.
I like
Seems
that.
reasonable.
Should we just wait it out? All the craziness that's going on right now? Nah, it'll even out. Market evens out.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, it's a bubble. It'll come back down. Yeah, NFL contracts come back down. It's as if they said to themselves, hey, we know the cap is going up. We are the smartest team in the league, and we are going to take advantage of that. Other teams won't. And other teams were like, yeah, we know the cap is going up as well. We're going to backload these deals. We're going to get these deals done now for our wide receivers and make you pay more.
They also know, they know a lot. They know that they can trade Deebo Samuel if push comes to shove, and the fan base will eat it up. They know that because it happened with DeForest Buckner. Like, think about the Buckner thing 2 years ago. If we were doing the show 2 months before that Buckner trade happened, and I was like early February, I was like, hey, I got a crazy idea. I think the Niners should trade Buckner, like I did this year with Kittle. You saw what that reaction was when I said trade Kittle. People would have said, Grant, first of all, you're wrong. Second of all, screw you. Third of all, you just want attention. You will literally say anything for attention. 2 months later, they do it, and you got Niner fans that day being like, this is genius. This is galaxy brain stuff. Like, look at all the things this allows them to do. Like, Niner fans in general. I'm not trying to crap on Niner fans. Fans in general are programmed to support the team they freaking like. I mean, whatever the team does, that was right. And that's why, again, that's why I say, like, be careful of journalists that prey on that, because they know you want to hear that. They know, and whether they believe it or not, there's so much money and following to be gained just to tell you what you want to hear in freaking April. Anyway, I don't even know how I got on that tangent. What are we talking about? Football?
We talking about football? We talking about Deebo? Still talking about Deebo.
Okay. So, they should probably change the way they do business, or at least react. We've been talking about that a lot.
I just don't see a reason for it, right? I see plenty of reasons to change the strategy. I don't understand why you would want to be obtuse on this and just say, nope, we get deals done in July. What does that benefit you in this particular contract negotiation? I would argue it doesn't. Therefore, you should change the strategy, get this deal done as soon as possible, find that middle ground with Debo, because A.J. Brown's going to get paid. And guess what? There goes the market again.
That's right. That's right. It's really serious. This is a dire situation. And then who after that? DK?
Probably. Right. After DK he gets traded.
So it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. Just like there's always another quarterback who's going to get traded before Jimmy Garoppolo, there's always another wide receiver who's going to get $30 million a year.
And if the Seahawks pivot and say, hey, you know what? We're a run-first team, and we got DK Metcalf. Maybe we should trade him. And then they give him to some wide receiver needy team. They get the bag, right? They get the huge trade package that could have been for Debo. And then you go to trade Debo because eventually you realize, oh, we waited too long, and now there isn't a trade partner out there.
Or the Seahawks could do the calculations we just put together. Oh, we're not paying anything for quarterbacks anymore. Let's just screw the market up. Let's pay DK way too much. A short-term deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
While Drew Lock is on his rookie, pay him way too much money. Screw over the rest of the league. They could do that. Have fun. He's making $35 million a year now. We can afford it. Really doesn't. We don't. No problem. So I'm just saying things could get crazy.